Hi guys, welcome to more coverage from rasta.xD. I'm here with the rasta.xD guys, Weber and Jakem, and we're going to be asking them how they're going to be looking at the groups that have been drawn up in the competition for the I-Series. So first of all guys, congratulations on your third seed. How do you feel about that seed right now?
Yeah, I think it's a pretty set first seed. Kind of surprised as well though. I was thinking we were going to get fourth maybe, because we were... Seventh, I say fourth. We kind of lost all of our online games and we've had no practice, so third would be a big shout for us, I think.
Fair enough. You guys have had a couple of roster changes in the recent weeks. Do you care to elaborate on them?
Yeah, we swapped Mole out after losing UPS Online official. Mole and Weber kind of had a brawl after we lost, but the tension's gone now, but they just don't want to play stairs together, so Mole sort of went. And Des disappeared for a couple of weeks, so he just sort of wandered off and left the team basically.
Fair enough. You guys, obviously you guys won the Epic LAN 5, which obviously was a massive boost for you guys. So do you care to elaborate on that, like any sort of thoughts you guys have on that and how it's going to affect your games today?
We kind of won with a different lineup, so it doesn't really affect us that much, and I think everyone expected us to win Epic LAN quite comfortably, and we kind of did, so...
We had a slip up against BYU, but I think we just let loose a little bit after we won the first map comfortably, so yeah, pretty much basically that.
Well, I wanted to ask you guys are obviously fairly well-known players, all of you. Of course, Weber, you probably best upcoming player now, probably for over a year. Your name's been mentioned for quite a while now. I just want to ask you guys, why did you guys choose Rasta as an organisation to go with over any other sort of potential organisations that you guys could have had?
At the time, it was a completely different lineup, and I'm quite good friends with Damage and Biggie and all those people basically. We just had like a chat of what they wanted to do and what we wanted to do, and it was perfect for us really, so we just went for it, and we've been to like 4 LANs now ever since, with a few roster changes, but it's been pretty good. All the management's been excellent, so
I mean, enjoyed the community aspect of it as well, getting to meet everyone who's like in the different teams and mixers and just chilling with them.
They've got a great community, and they all just like stand behind you when you play and just go mad. It's quite good.
That's great. I just want to ask you, Weber, personally. Obviously, your name's been mentioned sort of more than once on more than one occasion, more than one event as an upcoming player. So, how do you feel that? Does that give you confidence, or do you feel that puts sort of more pressure on you to perform at all?
Well, on the first event I went to, LAN 79, when I was upcoming, they put like a hell load of pressure onto me, so I kind of failed at LAN 79.
I'd be comfortable.
16-13?
Comfortable victory.
Yeah, and then after pretty much I-41, where I came third with Ding Test, 3-1 clutch. Anyway, yeah, just the pressure's not there anymore, and when I have people behind me, it just pretty much boosts it so I can play better.
Fair enough. Well, coming back to the I-Series now, you guys have, I heard that Naden's been on holiday recently, along with the roster changes. So how's that sort of affected your practice as to how you guys are performing? You know, have you guys had time to work through tactics at all?
We haven't really played very much, obviously. Naden's been away. We had our lineup changes 3 weeks ago. Zio and Cheney, currently on trial. And we played this week. We attempted a boot camp. We turned up, my computer wouldn't turn on. Cheney was using the laptop and it blew up basically. He got 30 FPS.
And Zio brought WWE All-Stars, so Jake was playing that for 3 days straight.
Yeah, we didn't actually practice at all. I just completed WWE All-Stars, so it was definitely a waste of a boot camp, but on the final day we kind of went over most of the maps, so we haven't practiced them.
Me, Zio and Cheney did. Jake was sitting playing WWE All-Stars.
Yeah, I don't know if you played that game, but it's sick.
I'll be sure to try it later, so maybe you can give me a copy. Going on further on to the boot camp, although like you obviously didn't get much done, but how did you feel it brought you closer as a team? Do you reckon you got to know each other a little bit more, or do you think that a boot camp basically helps a team prepare for a LAN, whether they do anything or not, or do you think that it's just basically a tool to get things nailed?
Before we were going in, I thought, yeah, we'll boot camp, we'll play shitloads, we'll be pretty crisp for I-Series, but I think it was more of a team bonding thing because I've never properly spoken to Zio before in person. And I sort of picked up from the airport, he stayed at my house for a bit and we chilled and bonded, I suppose. And the same with everyone else, I think. It was a good team bonding session. We just played games, ate pizza.
And chicken, Zio.
Yeah, I don't know if you know Zio, but he's dirt black. And he just ate so much chicken all that.
He loves KFC.
So much chicken.
No, but I'll come back to the I-Series. Again, we've already said that you guys are seeded third. How do you think your tournament's going to fare now? Do you think you're going to win groups comfortably, and about the elimination stages as well?
Groups will be comfortable. It's usually pretty comfortable. I think elimination, I still don't know how we're going to do really. How do you think we're going to do? I think
it depends who we get in the bracket. If we get, say, like if we win our group, we obviously get the team that plays second in like the other group. So we have a fairly easy stage, and we'll have to probably face one of the top seeds in the quarterfinal and semi-final. So from like up to the quarterfinal should be comfortable, but after that it'll be anyone's game.
Whoever can carry us, basically, we're confident. That's the only way I see it in my eyes right now.
Do you see you guys coming in more than third? Do you think that should there be a shock win, say like Empathy at Epic Land, they did quite well?
Shocks, possibly Link Gaming, but I'm not sure. I think they're really good players. Batham.
It's a good kind of player.
Yeah, they're quite good. Who else? Caused this mix, if you know them. I think they could definitely come fourth or third easily, or maybe even be bomb. But yeah, I think the seeds are pretty fair, and there shouldn't be any. I don't think there'll be really any upsets as well.
I just want to ask you guys a bit about the community. What do you think about the turnout to the I-Series, and the fact that we're actually playing at 8 groups instead of 16? How do you think that sort of affected things in terms of performance, maybe teams not shining through that may have shined through if perhaps there were 16 groups and would have made it to the elimination stages? How do you think that sort of affects everything? Do you think it makes much of a difference, or do you think that people sort of say these things affect things when they don't?
Is there only top 2 that goes through in the groups?
I think it is, yes.
Yeah, I think they should have it sort of 16 groups, so a lot more people have a lot more chance to get through and play more games.
There are upcoming teams that deserve to actually go through and like experience the upper bracket.
Because I know some of the Rasta groups, they've got 2 Rasta teams who are both pretty good, but they don't have seeds, and there's a proper seeded team, so one of them won't get through. So I think it's a bit unfair, but because you pay quite a lot of money, you want to at least tackle the bracket if you're half decent.
Fair enough. Coming back to Rasta as an organisation, do you guys interact with the other teams a lot? I mean, I know that you guys are known to mix with all the Rasta lads, and you've got the real community feel going. But do you think that there's going to be any shots from the other Rasta teams, and do you think that they're really sort of worthy of a seed, some of them? And if so, which teams, or are there any individuals that you guys have your eyes on at all?
In the Rasta, Crazy, he's quite good. I've played quite a few gathers.
He's good as well. Their team deserves to go through to the upper bracket and do well.
There's quite a few good players, and one of the other Rasta teams also boot camp this week. And they played
RWP, wasn't it?
Yeah.
They played a hell of a lot, and I think 3 of them are brothers, so they should have good teamwork, so they could pull something out. But towards the community side, we all gather, we all play like Hon and stuff together, so yeah, it's quite good.
Fair enough. And final question for you guys. If there was anything at the I-Series that you could change, any aspect at all, from the competition to the way it's laid out, what would you guys change?
The time the games start.
Yeah.
I know they have to account for people actually turning up at like a decent time, but starting at 7:30 is like a bit of a joke when you actually like arrive at the event at like 12 o'clock in the afternoon.
Yeah, there's always delays. And the main thing at I-Series is they just don't pay prize money out for fucking ages, and it's so annoying. Like you turn up and you don't get the money for, sometimes it's like up to a year. It's just stupid, really.
Fair enough. One last question. Sorry, I know I said that was the last question, but I've thought of another one. Just quickly, in terms of the groups starting so late, which of course you mentioned, do you think it would be better that way to have 16 groups, or do you think the 8 groups? How do you think that sort of works out in terms of timing? Because obviously you have more groups to play, more group games to play if you have 8 people in your group rather than 4.
Yeah, 4s I think it's much better. Just top 2, 3, and then I don't know. Do they still do the losers tournament?
Yeah, they have the intermediate and the lower.
See, if they've still got that, the other 2 teams, they're not really gonna pull up a fight against anyone, so you should just go straight into the bracket, 4 groups, and then that means other teams can go out like the Friday night, because we don't really want to be here till 11:30 playing like no offence, but like not very good teams or something like that. But,
lesser beings.
Yeah, lesser beings. Weber says. Weber hates noobs, basically.
They're alright.
Weber hates noobs.
Fair enough. Well, thanks for joining us, guys. I know that you guys taking time out of your busy schedule with all the training and stuff you guys have been doing. Thanks for joining us. And is there anything, perhaps any shout-outs you guys would like to make?
Just like to thank pretty much all the Rasta guys, our sponsors, and
yeah, Biggie, Blank, Stanage,
Arky,
Twist, anyone in Rasta basically, all pretty sound guys.
Alright, well thanks for joining us, guys. We'll be bringing you more coverage of the I-Series, more interviews and more updates as they progress. Thanks for joining us, guys, and stay tuned for more updates later.
Yeah, buddy.